second video of the day as well, technically. Today, we are back with episode 9 of, Madden NFL 23, franchise mode. Today, it is, for this video, it is episode 6. We are 3-2 right now. We won the last game by a field goal, which just so happened to be the very last play of the game, which was pretty fun. Today we are 3-2 going against the 1-4 Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't see this being a loss. Ooh, well, it might be. Oh, Lordy. And they're an 85 overall. Meanwhile, we are at 84 overall. Yeah, I'm not really sure if we're gonna win this one.
National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see the lefty.
Then again, they are 1-4.
He's coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Buccaneers and the Steelers.
Talk to you guys after the game.
Off next on Madden NFL 23.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, I just realized we might need Patrick Mahomes.
You start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll check this one off to Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Mahomes now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up.
Oh yeah, Elijah Mitchell isn't going to be here. If we are with the Bucs next season, I don't think Elijah Mitchell is going to be playing like at all during that season after preseason week 1.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now here's Mahomes. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking in the end zone on a running play.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25.
Sorry guys, I just have to search for someone real fast. Real quick. That's from the league. I don't think I did that correctly. I don't think I...
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable
I wanted
targets,
to look for the
and
guy
that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
The Rams.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because...
Okay, never mind, he's not playing the Rams, but, that guy I'll look for.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
Okay, yeah.
The numbers for...
just hold on, guys. I just want to look for, this one guy. Easy money. What? Bro, how do I...
17 carries, 91 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're...
Alright, let me try this again. Sorry this has taken so long, guys. I just need to look for this guy. Easy money. No, whatever. I'll search for it later.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now the former fourth-round pick. Going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Here's Mostert. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way. Here's
a pass swung out left to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, here's Fournette. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any in the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He's got it at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 37.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers have moved out in front. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's Tua. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
That's what I was doing wrong. Hold on, guys. I have got to search for that guy again real quick. That's what I was doing wrong. Okay. I think Reaper. Yeah, baby, I found him finally. Woo! I said, let's continue.
Win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to be shoved out, but not
Dude,
before
I think
he
that's
gets
gonna
down to the 20-yard
get
line.
flagged,
A big
like
play
red
that
flag or
time for
something.
Pittsburgh. 44 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And boy, that was something to watch, wasn't it? How about the way these guys came out here in the first quarter? They really put their stamp on this game early with their play calls, and they certainly look good so far.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now,
fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their... Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Buccaneers have it.
we have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this
so
and work on it
fumbles
all the time.
and injuries do
Catch the ball,
still happen, I guess, but they are probably going to be very rare.
Put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys
they weren't at the beginning of the season, but they will be now because I put them all the way down to 0.
Much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact
same
thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Balaj. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Thompson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense back out. There's the veteran bruiser, the running back, Leonard Fournette. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jelani Woods with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 25 on second down, Tua. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Tyler Newsome now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Thompson between the tackles. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. On 2nd and 9. Tua. This one to the former Steeler. Juju Smith-Schuster with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now here's Mahomes.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And he's got it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Russell Gage from a yard out. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Prater for the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Tua now on first down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua's throw here into the hands of Jones. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tua, a final shot before half. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now he's forced out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Caught by Woods. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A pass underneath for Fournette. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. First before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now out come the Steelers.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the 16, Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the gut, Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Mahomes to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes to throw once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. From the 44, Tua. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They'll try it now with Mostert. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, Tua. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught on the slant. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Mostert trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Again, it's Mostert, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Beavis on to attempt the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line.
Go right ahead, Blue. I will show off my franchise tag right after the game. So please just stick around, okay?
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Running left, it's Fournette. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. To throw again on second down. Tua. He'll find Smith-Schuster again.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
For effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Tua now on first down.
That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this one is incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Here's a give to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Fournette once more on second down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His fifth touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say fifth touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Tua to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down and 8. Here's Tua. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find Isabella. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On first down, Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover. And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this
not even going to let it I knew we were going to lose from the start. But I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
All those high-end sport.
Do we have any trades yet? We do not. Not yet. We are now 3-3. I picked the wrong option, bro. Anyway, I'll see everybody at... Oh, yeah, before I do... Before I do, I wanna, first of all, I'm gonna do that. This is the league name for anyone, that wants to join. But yeah, that's all I wanted to share. I'll see you guys in the next